Hello, so I want to give out the review for this green foamit insulation. I bought green foam 202, size 202. So I guess that's technically supposed to cover about 200 square feet surface for 1 inch. So just one coating 1 inch. Did it cover? Yes or no. So I have this room. This is a shed. It's 12 by 24, but I cut the shed a smaller size for my mother so she could have a sewing room. So it's only 6 feet by 12 with the ceiling. It comes out to a total 220, exactly 220 square footage. So this green foam spray, I mean, it is what it is and exactly what they said. This thing dries so fast. So if you don't spray for, if you stop for 30 seconds, it will dry so fast. So I make sure I plan everything so there's no stopping. I continuously spray. And what happened is that tip, after so much spray, start clogging, and then you start wasting the spray foams because it's spraying a chunk and spraying off the side, and you got to stop, change the tip, and then respray it again. And so kind of when I was down to 70% sprayed and everything was just coming out in a chunk, and even though I changed the new tips, and it was just quickly doing that same thing. What I did to save my trouble, when you overspray, a lot of stuff's going to be oversprayed, then you have to cut all this stuff so you can fit the drywall onto the joist. To save my trouble, so what I did is I blue taped it, all of it. As you can see, blue taped everything, so overspray. And actually, this actually worked out pretty well. As you can see, I put the blue tape like this, and this thing is solid dry, and I can just pull the tape out. And technically, there's no spray here. It's really clean. I don't need to slice it. I don't need to cut it. I don't need to clean up. I don't have to do anything other than just pull my blue tape, and I can just right away. I can just put the drywall without taking all this bubbly spot. So if some of you, if you're gonna do spray foaming, as you can see, the whole thing comes off like this and clean. Yeah, I don't have to do any kind of a trimming all this foam. Here's one that I didn't do anything other than pull my blue tape and flat surface all the way. So that's the trouble I saved doing. I just wished this thing they gave me maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit longer dry time. And gosh, all I needed just a little bit more. Question to whether this thing will cover. Almost, I think it covered 220 square footage, and I think this is 202 is basically covered 202 square feet. I guess it, it did cover. There's a small area that I didn't get enough. There's some spot on ceiling, a little, see that? Yeah. So, boy, I mean, it cost me with the tax, shipping, everything cost me a little over $550 for this. I mean, it was better than lay down the regular insulation foam, and the spray foam actually it was much more easier. The cleanup, I think the cleanup's going to be very easy. I mean, there's a lot of drop, right? But it's solid, and I could get one of those scraper and just scrape it. You know, it's just going to come right off. And so the cleanup's going to be easy, and then I'll just vacuum everything. Boom, done deal. So do I like this Foaming Green 202? Yes, actually I do like it. It was easy for me. I wish it gave me a little bit more volume. The other side of the shed is much more bigger room. I don't need to insulate, but I wanted to insulate. But for me to insulate that room, I mean, it's going to cost me over $1,000 for the spray foam. It's a lot of cost. Especially right now, all the supplies are going up like crazy. So I wish they gave me just a little bit more. But I guess it is what it is. From the description, everything else, it is exactly what they said. Yes. Yep. Thumbs up. And here's actually the test, the temperature. Is this insulation really working? Right now, you know, the Washington here, 75 degree is pretty hot. So let me just show you. So this is this one area, and here's another shed. The part of the other half, I mean 2/3 of the shed with no insulation, and the ceiling right now is reading 105 degree. Okay, 105 degree. And if I go to this same side of the roof that facing the sunlight right now, and it's right now reading 93 degree, the contact. So there's quite a bit difference there. And the wall right now is reading 99 degree, 99.5. Same wall with this green foam, 84.9 degree. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good. You know, if I spray a little bit more, you know, if man, I don't know if I want to spend another $500 to spray just a little bit those. But if I spray a little bit more, then maybe just another layer, I think really keep the shed very cool. And especially my mother with the sewing machine in here, working the 6x12. I think it's gonna do really well. So boys, green foam actually do decrease the temperature, and I just wish I had a lot more volume. So I do not recommend green foam 202. I do recommend green foam the next level. I think it was 400, something like that. I think that's what I would recommend it. Just not enough. I'm not fully covered. In whatever left over, I'm sure everybody can use it in some other area. Yeah, so it does what it does. Keep the room really cool, and I'm sure in the winter it's going to keep the place nice and warm. Okay, so I just want to show that, you know, there is a significant difference in temperature. So in this 6x12 room actually is pretty cool than the one right behind this, a drywall. I wanted to spray on the other side of this drywall with the spray foam. But anyway, I am happy with the product. So I just want to give you the review for this green foam.